Starting things off, we will be having these two face off in the sparring ring. Immediately going right in with a classic for Adam Brain. I know this is a stage that he went to a lot, and so it makes sense that we're going to be diving right back in here for their first bout. We're going in with the Roaster, Coolerite, and Megawatt. Used to be very well known for having that Guardian on in tow, always ready to bring it out. But unfortunately, just as the scene has developed, the meta has evolved. Adam just unable to find a place for that Guardian to make it keep working, and has swapped it out for a couple of other options. Granted, those other options are very devastating, very dangerous, and very effective, and has led Adam to be able to take many sets that few others can. Starting things off, Adam going to be able to hold a light lead, just keeping up some light tempo, some good speed, and getting some solid pokes and grab damage in. Now ready with the rush. I could actually see a rush KO taking Frozen for down already, and even more so with that confident knockdown, but I do not think Adam wants to go for that rush right now, as they have plenty enough options and are going to just swing in for the KO. Frozen not happy with the default Masengo loadout there. Gonna switch away that Scorpion, slipping on a Hydra. Gonna allow for much faster attacks. It's gonna be a lot harder for Adam to be able to box down. But as long as Adam is being patient, there's still a lot of opportunities for them to be able to punish and evade these attacks. As we're gonna see with Frozen getting knocked down for just a bit above 50%. Starting to find some better tempo though. Out comes the rush, and it's not going to be a full connection. A light chip hit off the Hydra, but not getting the full feel of the effect. It's going to allow Adam to stay just a bit above half health and start getting some pressure and tempo of their own. A solid punish of Adam's grab attempt. Going to keep them inside of this game, and an effective dodge on that blind rush means that Frozen might be in position to be able to take Adam out. Looking for that one final charged or uncharged hit. Anything will be enough to take Adam down beyond a stray explosion. And it's going to be the Hydra. Frozen bringing the score to 1-1. Just going to turn that down a little bit. And looks like Adam is going to be sticking with their loadout. Frozen very confident and comfortable with the Hydra and Glusher now that they're getting some solid damage, some good punishes, and able to manage to make some good control with this loadout. Not going to be a shield break. Well, it will break the shield just barely, but not enough for Frozen to be able to do anything off of that. And Adam, in fact, going to be able to start the punish play from there, and has Frozen just in critical now. Rush comes out, and it is going to be a blind flurry, allowing Adam to seal the first set and claim that first point. Adam already setting up with good tempo, has a lot of control of the match. We're going to get a couple of bans from them, but now Frozen going to be able to choose the stage. If Adam's able to take it here, it will be a clean enough 2-0 run. The question is, after his short break, will he remember the stages to ban? And he does, as we see Scrapyard and Mausoleum taken off the list, leaving Frozen with only 5 stages to choose from. Still 5 very solid stages with a lot of opportunities. We could potentially see some very impressive things coming in. especially with Masango, even more so, especially since Masango excels at most in more defensive stages. Having a lot more space, going somewhere like perhaps DNA Lab or Temple Grounds could allow for some very solid counterplays. Scrapyard is not available, though I'm not sure. I need to go back and start labbing in there again. I feel like Scrapyard's, it is definitely a very good defensive stage, but I want to see if I can piece together a little bit more of the nuance on how to be aggressive there. 'Cause you can chase and gun down your opponent pretty effectively if you make the right approach, the right calls. It's just a little bit harder than something like Via Dulce here, or if you get your opponent knocked down, you immediately have all of the opportunities. I can see Via Dulce being a solid stage 2. As long as Frozen is able to hold that lead, it just means that they would be able just to continuously corner pressure this Twin Tail. But unfortunately, because I'm going to be the oppressor here, holding onto that lead, Frozen's health is quickly dipping away, and they're not having too many safe opportunities to get that masked equip, which just means that Adam has more and more opportunity, more time to deepen this lead, further this control, and secures themselves very confidently this first round point. Diving into the next round, Frozen going to be able to quickly equip a yellow mask. Has a counterplay option now. That shield from the rush going to allow them to very safely shield out, and an effective bait. Adam thinking they had the time to be able to go in for something after recognizing that Frozen had yet to respond. And just wonderful response from Frozen afterwards, just popping the shield just as Adam finally starts to commit. And hard punishes with the Hydra Glusher. That rush alone cannot secure a set though, as Adam quickly just taking 320 damage, or landing 320 damage and just resetting things and bringing themselves back in the lead. Hydra doing what Hydra does best, slipping between these cracks though, getting some good damage for Frozen. And now ready with rush, can potentially lead into the KO. Both players just looking for that right optimal condition. Frozen now just a hit away from getting knocked out. No shield breaker going to be able to happen. Compliments of that shield. Oh, and just barely setting up for maybe a rush counterplay. If that was a rush they popped instead of that Hydra, they probably would have took Adam down. But alas, they chose to shoot a lone Hydra, and Adam going to safely trade and survive the exchange, and will be advancing 2-0 in the bracket. Oh, they're rushing into activate. I had a feeling that seemed like a good time to have the rush happen. And with that, we'll head into our next bout. Where Bunny Champ will be facing off against Adam Brain in the semi-final brackets. Adam stepping back into the ring, just waiting for Bunny Champ to join in as well. I guess I could set up the tags. Alright, there we go. Classic rivalry. One that we've seen numerous times. Bunny Champ stepping back into the ring to face off against Adam Brain. We've seen these two go back and forth time and time again. One always finding a way to outsmart the other through various stages of adaptation and strategy. We'll have to see if Adam's able to keep up with Bunny's new strategies, or if Bunny's going to be able to pummel down this Brain into a mulch. And drink it down like a nice smoothie. Heading into our first bout, we are going to be starting things off clean with the sparring ring. Once both players are ready, they can set themselves up and we can commence our next bout. Or, yeah, this match. The fighting can happen for the tournament. Adam going to be going in straight away with the Master Mummy. Already going in with those old tried and true counter pick. Looking to just keep Bunny Champ sharp. As they immediately set up to try to counterplay that Twin Tail. Which means they don't have any guaranteed knockdowns. They're going to have to be playing it good old Malieve style. And try to chip down this Mumford the old fashioned way. Starting things off, that is not working out in their favor though, as Adam managing to get a solid grab, starting off with some strong tempo, and just starting to chip away at Bunny Champ's health, utilizing this Chilla and Thunderbird. Master Mummy also working out really well in just the fact that Adam can play pretty patiently, hold out that shield when and where he wants, and heal up to find some good opportunities just to continue to deepen and alleviate their lead. Bunny just starting to get a couple of good chip hits. That rush can and probably will balance things out, especially with Adam just sitting in camp. They're just going to slowly chip away at their health. Sees the moment, he's going to dive right in for the rush. Gets 275 damage. Bunny Champ lands the grab. That rush will balance out the health pool. And Adam is terrified of it. Holding out shield. Now rush will KO if they fall for any opening. There's the freeze. Bunny Champ looking for that perfect moment and is able to successfully catch the grab before it reaches. Securing them that first round point. Adam's fear of that rush just leaving him completely open to a full 2 160 damage grabs, allowing Bunny to just chip away at Adam's poor innocent health. Starting this next round, already going much like the tune of last time, with Adam starting with some good pressure, some solid damage. Bunny's starting to land a couple of nice punishes of their own though, and already has Adam Brain below 75% health. This is already a pretty dicey place to be though, as Bunny Champ just hairs above 25%, cannot take too many more hits. Any confirm from that Thunderbird could potentially lead to a KO, but they have a rush that can KO as well. And you see once again Adam Brain really terrified of that KO, and is just trying to find the right way to reach in. Oh, and that grab gonna get broken through. Bunny Champ not able to react in time. Adam securing that round brings the score to 1-1. Is gonna be able to hold on. This counter pick might still work out. Bunny Champ going in a lot more for the grabs now, recognizing how rewarding they could be against Adam Brain, especially considering there's so many cases where Adam is just leaning into that shield, trying to play things very slowly. And a good blind grab can easily catch an opponent off guard, especially if they do not have Twin Tail's Actress Aura to slow things down. Bunny Champ now ready with the rush. You're going to expect a couple more grabs probably coming in as they look for that optimal moment to throw out the rush. It is now ready. The KO is just within arm's reach, and they're going to be able to connect. That's going to be the KO. Bunny Champ starting off with the first point, and Adam's counter pick falling to ashes. A very strong start from Adam Brain, but unfortunately you really have to know what you're doing and be confident with your calls as Master Mummy. If you start hesitating at all, it is literally prime real estate for going in for grabs, going in for punishes, and just dancing around with all manners of counterplay. So we'll be looking for Bunny Champ's bands. I am suspecting that Adam Brain will be switching back to the Twin Tail now. That Bunny Champ was able to take that first point and will likely set up arms to try to counterplay. There's arguably a good chance that Bunny Champ is a little more confident in trying to play around that now though. And will just look to stick with the explosion blast down and be able to just pummel down that Mumford, that Twin Tail, whatever Adam throws, that loadout is ready. I know a lot of people aren't fond of the idea, but when you know how to chip somebody down effectively and just scare, especially when they hesitate, much like Adam did in those matches, it can just be super rewarding just to barrage them down with nades and grabs. And then just at those last few moments, you get 3 or 4 grabs because they're too worried about getting knocked out by the rush, that you just get a rush as a result. I'm going to switch over to the Twin Tail now, looking to try to bring out the true power. Starting off with a good grab attempt, but aiming just a little too far off, and Bunny going to be able to safely stay out of harm's way. Only just barely a bit behind. It's more or less even overall though than Lockjaw and Nade. Very powerful tools, but can be a bit unwieldy. They're still relatively slow, so as long as Adam is making good calls, played smartly and patiently, can have a relatively easy time dodging out of the way of all Bunny Champ's attacks. And we're going to see a solid 320 damage punish, but Adam does have to be careful of those grab attempts, because Bunny Champ's been landing a lot of them recently in these exchanges, and I'm suspecting Bunny's just going to want to go for a few dozen more. While the Actress Aura will help out, there are still limits and there are still points where Bunny can just be like, I'm going to grab here, and if Adam is not appropriately prepared, will just get taken out. That's going to be a safe block. No shield break there. It's going to be really close. But Adam just barely hanging on. I'm suspecting Adam will want to use the rush. Bunny's just holding on to too much pressure right now, just continuing to keep that charge tempo. We are running out of the clock, and Bunny already ready with another rush. Looking for a chance to just go in. The chip damage alone would be enough. Bunny not going to throw theirs out, but Adam just wanting to make sure that he stays safe. Throws out the rush. And that means that Bunny's going to be moving into this next round with rush advantage. Adam's going to need to be very safe, very cautious, and careful here. As Bunny just very easy, already just like trying to set up, go in for chip damage, weaken that shield so that rush can come in full swinging. You can see Adam just trying to be patient, trying to be cautious. But these nades, the Lockjaw, just continuing to barrage down on his health bar and just making his life immeasurably more difficult. An effective bait, but it's still going to hit him pretty hard. 230 on the shield break. As Bunny Champ able just to eat through that weakened shield. Adam throwing out those roasters, calling too much movement though, and Bunny Champ just confidently waiting things out. Sees the moment. Adam is going to go for it, willing to commit to the full comeback here. But it's going to be a mistake as they bounce right off of that springboard and no longer have time to be able to bring up that shield. And we're going to be, because of that interaction, because of that commitment, we're going to be diving right back into things pretty much right where they were before. Adam just having a little bit more rush. Bunny Champ only hairs away from getting that rush ready, and we're already going to see it ready on the field. Just looking for, again, another prime moment to throw it out, burn through that shield. It's going to be a lot harder for Bunny to approach because of that center platform, but this is also a pretty good place for Lockjaw to really do its job, as there's so much more space, so much more time for it just to get the right angle, those right lined up shots. And we're seeing a lot of damage come in for Bunny Champ because of this. Tries to go for the grab, but an excellent call out. Exceptional movement. Adam Brain going to be able to land 300 damage on the rush and secures themselves a light lead. Still, Bunny Champ's rush could definitely balance things out here. And just a couple of good charge nades hits or a lockjaw could definitely do that as well. We see Bunny Champ starting to go in for the chase. Trying to corner out Adam, but this round circular stage going to give Adam just enough space to be able to find a chance to be able to keep things going. An excellent poke, and now we've got two rushes ready on the field. Adam, with that height advantage, going to be able to dive in and secure the set, bringing the score to 1-1. Just like that, with a little bit more breathing room, and Adam Brain able to start warming up to these exchanges again. He's now in contention to be able to advance to face off against their next opponent in the winter finals. Bunny Champ now at risk of being knocked into the lower bracket and having to climb all the way back up. This is definitely an important tournament for Adam Brain, especially considering how few they've been able to participate in as of late. If they can get a good placement here, that will more than likely secure them a point or a spot in the top 8 of this season for the NA Online. If they can secure that position, then that means that they'll have a chance at the Invitational. They'll have a shot at being able to contend for that prize pool. Bunny Champ, though, while they do have a good amount of points, could definitely always get more under their belt. Just make sure to confirm and ensure that control of the field. And it also means another chance at being able to take on Astro Ninja, the go-to, the one to kill for all players on the field. Bunny Champ going to be switching over to the Twin Tail, playing a hard mirror matchup. Has that whammer ready. We've seen before, if these double roasters don't work out, Bunny Champ will be able to switch over to the whammer, and chances are very high, unless Adam has a new trick up their sleeve since last we've seen them, will probably clobber them down pretty harsh. As things are holding right now, Bunny Champ doing an effective job of just outboxing Adam, though, finding the right moments, the better opportunities to be able to go in for those pokes, go in for those damage hits. And is currently holding on to a pretty sizable lead. If Adam finds a chance to throw out the rush, could definitely set things back in their favor. But you can tell Bunny Champ is patiently looking for their own chance, and they're going to be able to safely block that rush. Adam not wanting to get caught out by any counter interactions, just pauses midway through. They'll take the chip damage hits, and they'll just keep rolling with that instead. Both players still very close to each other, neither one necessarily too far ahead of the other. Bunny Champ has a little bit more control, but Adam with a little bit more rush, and Not going to be able to connect yet again. That is going to definitely confirm this round for Bunny Champ. You can see Bunny just going to safely go for a couple more boxing hits. Not worried about any potential chance to lose ground. And brings the score to 1-0. And match point in their favor. Just looking for one more win to be able to advance to the winter finals and secure that top 3 position. Again, you can see Adam starting to warm up a little bit more to the matchup, but Bunny Champ definitely still has a trick or two a little bit ahead, and is just keeping tempo and pace and making sure they are making the right calls, a lot of the right plays, and just slowly building up that lead yet again. As Adam consistently just pausing and hesitating after each and every call. A nice dodge though, going to allow them to successfully try to bait out a punish. Nothing too serious out of that though. They do have some good ground coverage though. And Bunny Champ locked into the corner. Adam goes for the grab! And Bunny Champ going to be able to safely call it out. Lands 330 damage on the rush. You know Adam is looking to throw their rush out now to punish. And Bunny just trying everything to bait it out, safely shield it. And that's going to be a successful block and a healthy amount of rush charge as well. Adam's starting to get a little bit more tempo, a bit more swing in things. But Bunny Champ still holding onto that lead and is successful in preventing themselves from getting punished during that disarm. Adam lands the grab. Just needs a little bit more damage on top of things. Both players going to grind up a little bit of rush. 7 seconds left on the clock. Oh, a solid attempt for a grab, but Adam's actress are going to give him just enough time to be able to throw out that roaster, punish the landing attempt, or the punish attempt. And now the score 1-1. Whoever takes this will be advancing. Bunny Champ going to stick with the roasters. We'll have to see if that's to their detriment, and Adam Brain has started to warm up to these interactions enough, or if Bunny's going to be able to just bring this back and keep that control. A safe block on that rush, though, definitely going to help out. But now Adam going to start, once again, building up that rush, trying to charge things, make sure they're nice and ready. Any charge hit from that roaster will slow things down considerably, though. As it always has and always will. With whenever a charged firearm connects, that's just a significant amount of damage and also a slower growth of rush. Both players equal on foot. Bunny Champ going to be the first to throw out the rush in this exchange, and Adam going to be able to safely block it out. Now Adam looking for that chance, goes for the jump rush, but is not able to secure camera focus. Bunny Champ again going to be able to safely block off. A successful exchange with the roaster allows Adam to take the lead. But any damage from Bunny Champ will allow them to bring things back under their control. 20 seconds left on the clock. Both players desperately farming rush and just trying to find every which opportunity and chance to build up damage. Another charged roaster. That means Adam has just that much more control. A grab will no longer get Bunny Champ back in the lead. 5 seconds left on the clock. Grabs coming out. Adam sees the chance for the rush, and Bunny's gonna try to contend, but unable to. And on Adam's return to bracket, will promptly shut Bunny Champ down and will advance 2-1, securing themselves a healthy third place position and some hearty PR points. That was a really nice call attempt. I really like that play. Unfortunately, when it's double roaster versus double roaster, you're not really going to be able to contend in that exchange. Unless you make literally perfect calls. And I don't think Bunny Champ was ready to be able to call those out. That's something that that's something a lot of players aren't necessarily going to be able to do without extensive research and practice. Still an impressive play, solid attempt. It's unfortunate that it did not work out, but exciting match from both players, and as a result, we'll likely see more of Bunny Champ later on in the bracket. Diving into our next semi-final match, Alamux will be facing off against Astro Ninja. Looking to be the first person to be able to take a match off of Astro. As his first set has already officially been claimed by yours truly. Things are set, and we will be heading to Mausoleum for the next bout. Alamox going in with the spring, her tried and true. And Astro going in with his Dr. Coil. Alamox definitely going in with some pretty solid tools here. The Toasters, Tri-Blast, and Chakram all work very effectively against a Dr. Coil. You just have to know how to line up the shots, play things patiently, and make sure you're making the right calls and attempts. Astro going in with the Tri-Blast nade setup, which means just all of the explosions, all of the pokes, and just so much burst damage off of any movement attempts or calls. As long Alamox has to be making right and smart plays, otherwise they're going to get punished time and time again just from the wall of damage that can come away from those charged arms. Alamox holding on to some neutral ground though, making a couple of nice plays, holding on to a very light lead, and has that rush ready. If she can find the right point to go in for the attempt, can definitely secure a solid amount of damage. Thinks she has it, but she's not going to be able to line it up. Can't even keep up with Astro as he dashes away. Now dives in for 300 damage. And just setting himself up back in the lead. Alamox now having to come all the way back from that. Not necessarily too far away, but still can be a very difficult hill to climb. Both players closing in, ready on rush. A KO can definitely come in from any rush exchange. Alamox actually capable of just going in for any raw hit here. And a safe block allows Alamox to take the first round, setting herself up with tempo and mocking that taunt that Astro had earlier. After changing things up, is going to go in with double punching power and steals away Alamox's rush with a charged nade explosion that deflect, not able to wall out everything. This is gonna these two gloves allows Astro to have a bit easier time keeping up with Alamox's boxing. Doesn't have as wide coverage, but two good old gloves can definitely be a very effective tool. And it allows for just a couple more mix-ups with timing interactions. Astro just looking for a safe opportunity to go in for the rush. Thinks he's found it and is going to be able to connect 315. While the nade would lead to more damage, the roaster means that it's just going to take that little bit longer for Alamox to be able to get her rush ready. She does have it set up here, but at critical health, and Astro at full control right now. I believe running on a perfect. Only running on a perfect moments ago. But Astro going to be able to secure that round. And sets up tempo to be able to claim the set. Alamox responding. She's going to switch over to the Tri-Blast this time. Looking to see if she can make it work where Astro could not. And so far, struggling much like what Astro struggled with before. Does get a nice rush in, 240 damage. Only enough to be able to balance out that health difference. If she's not able to evade these gloves, though, the Tri-Blast is just going to struggle in a lot of cases, being unable to dodge out of the way of these attacks. And it will just make counter-boxing Alamox's approach and setups just that much easier. Does mean she does have an option though when she's trying to bait out the rush. The Charged Tri-Blast is generally one of the safer options one can throw out to be able to make sure that they do not get caught out by anything. Both players ready with the rush. Once again, Astro trying to just go in for that perfect moment, but Tri-Blast once more, the explosion forcing him to have to wait. And Alamoc's going to be able to safely wall it out with the shield. Out comes the rush. It's not going to be able to fully connect. Again, a shielded block, making sure that Astro just builds up rush in exchange. And now, just about ready to throw another one out. Just looking for that prime moment. You can see Alamoc's trying to play things a lot more safely there, waiting things out, trying to go in with the Charged Tri-Blast, recognizing that is the safest way to try to poke out that shield. And this time, Astro going to be able to safely take the set and set himself up with advantage. Ooh. Alamoc's with a very strong start, but just unable to keep up with it. And once Astro started to catch up to speed, recognizing what he needed to do to counterplay Alamoc's attempts, just started to give her a very difficult time. We have to see if she's going to be able to come up with a strategy, come up with a counter approach to try to manage his Dr. Coil. And it looks like she's going to try Temple Grounds for this next bout. I'd actually say this is a good stage to try to play against Coil. Coil has that high ground. It can be really difficult. It can be really scary. But all you have to do is fight for that high ground. Try to position yourself there. And then generally, all those elevations, those movements that she generally has become a lot less relevant because you're just keeping height with her and you can keep up to speed a little more efficiently. Starting things off, both exchanging straight hits. Alamoc's going to be slightly behind, taking a couple of uncharged taps and just slowing down that momentum. Astro just taking full advantage of that height from the Temple Ground Stadium. Alamoc's trying to find a way in just to secure some ground. Finally starting to do so as Astro gets forced behind the pillars. Gets punished out by a grab. Another grab attempt, going to be easily punished. And a safe punish attempt on Alamoc's rush, knocking her into critical. And now, only able to take pretty much an uncharged hit from either of those arms. Anything else will lead to the KO. And Astro now looking for a 2-0 sweep to advance to winter finals. Alamoc's keeping her head low, staying focused. Doing her best to ensure that the task at hand is done. And this time she's going to have that bit of height advantage. Hopefully will help her keep that tempo, but quickly resigns it in fear of Astro's rush and not wanting to play in risk of getting caught out by it. Out comes the double punches, and now Alamoc's unable to respond in time, getting too caught up in that boxing tempo. And giving Astro a very clean punish attempt. Alamoc's ready with the rush. Sees the moment. She's not going to be able to make a connect though. And just focuses the turret down. Stops a couple of hits but ends up getting caught out by the grabs. And it looks like she is done and out with this. As Astro going to be able to move on. Advancing with a 2-0. And with that, we will be moving over to the winter finals, where Adam Brain will face off against Astro. things up for this. I didn't see who came in first. I'll fix it as needed. You know, I see our 2 A players have successfully made it in. Technically, we've got 3 A players here. Just realizing it here. You know, let's see. Oh wait, it was over here. Just need to do this quickly. And oh, we don't know where we're going yet. Don't know why I'm looking there. Alright, looks like we're going to be going to Mausoleum for this first set. And Adam Braden will be going in with the Twin Tail. We've got Chill, Cooler Rain, and Roaster on tow. Astro going to be going in Toaster, Nade, and Tri-Blast. Again, very solid tools, very great at poking and just some heavy damage out of each one. Double Chill It though can lead to some nice ice chains, especially on Twin Tail, really getting to capitalize on that Actress aura. If Adam's able to just get any freeze alone, could arguably be able to get a couple of very solid ice chains and just huge amounts of damage on top of that. But that's the hard part, is freezing the Dr. Coil in the first place and trying to play off of that. And we're seeing that right now as Astro able to start off with a very confident first round, has Adam already in critical and just a little bit away from being able to get KO'd. And now in KO range at that Magic Pixel. And it's going to be that nade connecting for that first point. Starting off this next round, Adam quickly just going in for the freeze and grab. Starts off with some good damage. And holding some light ground, does have the rush ready, has to find that right moment to go in for the call. Thinks they see that chance, but it's going to be a safe shield for Astro. Not going to take any serious amount of damage off of that. And managing to successfully counter play with their own rush, securing themselves a health lead. Adam now just in critical. Any charged hit or grab could lead to the KO. A rush definitely a very solid option for Astro. You can see it's just looking, just fishing for that perfect moment. And Adam desperately trying to find a way to not fall into his hands, but is unable to. And Astro starting off with the first set point. like we are going to be going to sparring for the next round, which could arguably work out much better for Adam if they're able to start getting some corner pressure going. Starting things off. Adam is actually holding some good ground, does not have a rush ready yet, still has a lot of work to go. Astro ready with a rush of his own. And again, just looking for that sweet point. So many of these arms, so many attacks can be very unsafe if you don't know the right way to approach. You can see Adam is constantly thinking about that. Finally sees an excellent chance though, 290 damage. And is going to be able to follow up with an excellent grab punish. Adam holding on to some good ground, 40 seconds left on the clock, just needs to play safe, play carefully, not get caught up by anything too severe, make sure that they continue making these right calls. If they're not careful, Astro could definitely and very easily bring things back under his control. And that grab is going to have that happen. We are now 20 seconds left on the clock. Adam just a little bit away from getting that rush ready. And is now just looking for a chance to be able to go in for the punish attempt. Looking for the sweet opportunity. Out comes the rush. Adam going to be able to safely block it. Now it's Adam's turn. 3 seconds left on the clock. You can see Astro does not want to do anything. No investments so that they do not get punished by that rush. And Adam not able to be able to take that next round. Sets Astro up with yet even more tempo. Hang on. And we're just gonna give Astro another point. And looks like we're gonna be going to Temple Grounds for the next one. Got some light lab and some field experimentation. Oh no, Astro blowing himself up with his own nade! Oh, a nice call out. Adam gonna be able to secure 270 damage. And unfortunately, the shield not able to hold. I'm gonna get knocked out 3-0 and will be thrown into the lower bracket. Astros moving safely into Grand Finals. Let's see if it's all been updated. Good, good, good. Yeah, it looks like they started. Yeah, they're already midway. So that means we've got a moment to chill, moment to breathe, moment to relax. Yeah, so they're already in bouts, so we could do like a little. We're gonna have some sparring go on. And I'll set score. Yeah, we'll go sparring. Let's stick with this loadout. Yep. Hot slaps. Oh, there's damage. Got the hurts. He's not gonna KO, but he's gonna hurt. That was an obvious play. And yay, too close. Too close to the mega what? Yeah, Bob, good save. Bob, good save. Oh, he was too close there. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah. 1 point for Murph. Murph did win. Yay. Alright. We'll do one more. Because they're still probably doing other stuffs. we got the juggle on that! Oh, that's a KO. Oh, he missed the finishing touch. Let's see, how's that going? They're still in theirs. Cool. Dang it! One more. Look how wide those grabs are. The left is so good. Oh god, that was... Oh! Oh, that was an easy bait. Okay, we're starting off strong. Still very good at eating rushes. Oh, hi. Ooh, whip that bad. And there. What's up here? Who advanced? Let's fix that up. Yep, done. Or does it still say? There we go. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so we got these two coming in again. Adam's already here. Bunny Champ needs to get in here. We are proceeding with the lower finals. I need that. There. Looks like we're going to be going to Temple Grounds. Oh, Bunny Champ died. We've got one more heart attack for the road. Bunny will join us again shortly, I believe. Alright, so, starting things off, Bunny Champ going to be going in with a Lullipop, looking to try to utilize his Bouncing Clown to counter out Adam's Twin Tail. And so far, it's working out pretty well. Both players holding out about even. Adam going to have that rush advantage, just looking for that sweet point, and I think he sees it, but it's not going to be a connection. Bunny Champ going to be able to safely dash away and just continues to hold on to that lead, or hold on to some good control. Nice angle, solid setup, and that's going to be a quick trade, allowing the score to stay even. Bunny Champ now finally ready with rush. Is just looking for that perfect confirm. If they can bait Adam into anything, that's going to be a very clean rush exchange and can definitely secure them a nice first round point. It's all about finding that chance though. The toaster connection though going to confirm a nice health lead. Oh, it's just taken away though. And this is probably going to be a forced rush interaction. Bunny Champ making the right call there, just looking to chew out Adam's health meter, forces the chip, preventing Adam from being able to respond. Out comes the rush, but Bunny gonna safely dodge out of the way, only taking about half of the damage. But Adam gonna balance that out, successfully landing a grab and keeping things in their favor this round. Bunny Champ still able to potentially take this out. 40 seconds means that it's very likely that the winner of this one is going to be through a KO. And with that rush ready from Bunny, any solid poke can definitely lead to a rush confirm and can definitely set that point in their favor. Adam now ready with a rush of his own, but just getting knocked into critical. Any charged hit or grab would be enough. I think uncharged could potentially KO tier 2. You can see Bunny Champ just looking to try to make the right call and is going to be able to secure it, safely dodging right around that rush play and sets up with first point. Looks like we're going to be sticking to Temple Grounds. Starting off this round, Bunny Champ starting off pretty strong. Gonna get caught out by this rush though, taking a harder 360 damage. And Adam able to secure a healthy health lead. Just looking for that KO opportunity. Goes for the double punch, but leaves just enough time for Bunny Champ to charge up that rush. And that brings them right back into this game. Now looking for only a couple of charged hits to be able to secure the round for themselves. Adam hesitating, just waiting for a chance to get a better aim, and as a result, not going for the grab at that brief moment of that freeze, arguably has led to Bunny Champ being able to take that point. Now Adam back to heel again, has to find a way to turn things around. Having rush advantage definitely is going to be beneficial. Though at this point, it's not necessarily too great of an advantage. And Bunny Champ seems very content and comfortable, even with a slight health disadvantage. Not really too worried about just going in for the chase. And it's been working out really well as this Lola continues to be a major pest for Adam. Impossible to catch, and is forcing him to have to continue making these giant plays and calls and continue chasing down this crazy clown. Nice catch with the grab, gonna allow Adam to secure a slight health lead. Bunny Champ still has a lot of ground, a lot of control, and that's gonna be a safe rush. Adam gonna be able to set up that health lead. But now Bunny Champ might potentially be moving into this next round with rush advantage. Could even potentially still bring this back if Adam is not careful and is throwing out these chillas just willy-nilly as they have been. Just barely getting out of that exchange with their life, trying to build up rush as they can and to make sure that they just keep this lead under control, as they've lost so much ground already. And if Bunny just finds a good grab, good confirm, that can easily change this tune. There is the damage. Now rush will potentially set up for KO, and that's going to be another point for Bunny, as Adam just could not keep up with this pressure. Alright, Bunny Champ now currently holding a 2-0 lead against Adam. Adam definitely still has the chance to be able to bring out the reverse 3-0, but it's going to be a very tough hill to climb. First, he has to be able to find a way to counter out this Lola Pop. height, heading into Temple one final time. Adam wanting to make this stage work. I feel like this is not the right stage to go, though. It's doing a lot of what Mausoleum offers, where it's preventing Adam from being able to corner out this Lollipop. It's also giving a lot of good opportunities for Bunny Champ to get solid height advantage. A lot of our biggest plays that we're seeing where Bunny Champ really cements that lead and takes these rounds are because they're able to just get high enough above Adam and utilizing the stage's elevation just that much better than Adam Brain currently is. Just utilizing those bounces. Like, look at that high ground. Not going to work out that time. Going to be able to safely block it out. Cannot keep up that ice chain. Bunny just safely pummeling it out. Not going to be able to dodge that rush, though. As Bunny knocked into critical. Right now, the two health pools combined will equal 1. Adam just looking for that one final hit to be able to confirm the round. Bunny looking to turn things here and now, immediately swing things back, but it's not going to be singing their song as Adam gets one more cooler rain connection. Diving into this next round, Bunny Champ a little worried that Adam might have figured that loadout out. He's going to switch over to the Tri-Blast. Looking to try to blow down Adam Brain's setup. So far, though, both dancing back and forth, neither finding a single connection till this very moment. But now ready with Rush, Adam has an opportunity to be able to secure a very strong lead, especially if they get a good read, or potentially just pummel through Bunny's Rush. A good push will be needed, though. Bunny has a couple of nice strong arms to be able to fight back against these tools. Confident that Adam was not going to go for the grab, unable to respond in time. And unable to respond to this rush as Adam successfully pummels down 370 damage. And what was just barely in Bunny's lead is now completely reversed over. And Adam just looking for a clean 2-0 round here. Maybe starting to have figured out this pattern. Bunny likely fearing, gonna throw out the rush and Adam safely blocking it out. Adam almost ready with another rush. Just looking for a good opportunity to throw it out, and doesn't even need the chance as the roaster connects and brings the score to 1-2. Massive Adam Brain play. Yeah, we've got an Adam Brain. We've got the hugest Adam Brain plays going on right now. So much Adam. More Adam than you could imagine. Is the biggest Adam Brain. Everything is banned except Temple. We'll see if Bunny Champ is going to disagree with that or not. I guess Bunny's fine with it. I'll leave it on Temple. I know Adam's counterpicking specifically against that Mechanica just does not want to be in a position to contend that, and would rather play against pretty much anything else Bunny Champ has set up. Looks like we will be seeing Temple Grounds yet again, once more from the top. As I squish the little squishy Kirby. Now Bunny Champ going to be bringing out the Ninjara. While I would definitely say this is one of Bunny Champ's weaker characters, still a very solid pick. And against this matchup in particular, it could work. Only time will tell though, as Bunny Champ stepping in the ring with double toaster. Adam Brain going to stick with the Coolerang roaster loadout. I'm just gonna check. They did have their match. Cool. So I could play Gilly later. Starting things off, Adam going to be able to set up a lead, getting some light pressure, some solid pokes in there. Now already starting to give Bunny Champ a bit of a hard time as they're unable to find their way in and start getting these toasters to really start doing their toasting. Nice freeze. Not going to be able to follow up. Bunny Champ actually able to successfully box out that freeze chain and is going to be able to safely evade the rush. Even with that though, those opportunities, Bunny Champ still has a pretty heavy hill to climb and a lot of work to go to be able to balance out these health differences. This rush can definitely help out though. Bunny can just find a way to line up these shots, get a good pull or two, and just pressure Adam out. You can see Adam just building, farming rush, looking to play as patiently and slowly as possible to try to catch out Bunny Champ and their plays. And so far, it's working to a T as they get that rush ready. 13 seconds left on the clock. Bunny Champ now in critical. Adam still above 70% health, and that's going to be the KO. Again, very, very Adam-sized brain plays going on right here. And bringing out the counter. Bunny Champ going to be trying out the hot slaps. Can be a little risky, but it does lead into some very interesting plays, some good interactions if you know what you're doing with it. So far, Adam just safely punishing it out and is going to be able to secure a light lead off of that rush exchange. Adam slowly trying to build up rush, trying to play smart, play safely, not fall into too many risky plays. Gets the nice freeze, trying to bait out the rush, but Bunny Champ just going to hold out on it, looking for that right moment to be able to bring it out and try to fight back against Adam. Another rush just slowly building up from Adam. It is now ready, and if Adam finds a good opportunity, Bunny Champ will be helpless to fight against it. That said, you can tell Bunny Champ wants to counter this rush with their own. But that might just mean that Adam never throws out the rush, or just finds that perfect Dendy grab counter and gets 320 damage off of it, meaning that Bunny Champ's play, his plot, not going to come to any fruition, as Adam now holding on to a very confident lead off of those two successful rushes. 15 seconds left on the clock. Adam just looking to try to play things safe here, not get cornered out, not get walled out. And in this current circumstance, I think Adam could just safely shield if he really wanted to. And instead just goes for that one final roaster poke. And is going to be able to balance out the score. Meaning that we might have a potential reverse 3-0 on our hands. The amount of Adam intelligence is off the charts in this set. You are correct. The Adam is so much. Too much. Some might say. But some might say enough to destroy you. Or somebody. Destroy somebody. Oh, I was trying to make that go off of WoW. And it looks like we're going to be sticking to Temple, so... We are all Masangan on this blessed day. Praise the Masangan lords. As Bunny Champ steps back into the Mechanica, the mecha suit, for one last time. to see if they can be able to keep this match and claim it as their own. Or if Adam will be able to secure the reverse 3-0. Starting things off, this Guardian working out like a charm, just preventing Bunny from safely diving in, landing these pokes. And we are seeing why Adam Brain is so fond of this Guardian and why they've used it for so long. Currently holding... Oh wait, no, I'm a fool. Bunny Champ is... I was completely unaware of the health differences. Bunny is currently trampling Adam right now. And this Guardian is, again, proving why it doesn't really work out in so many cases. The poor innocent tool that which it is. It is a very effective defensive tool. If you are holding the lead and you have a Guardian, it is so frustrating for your opponent. But if your opponent has the lead, then the Guardian is laughable in a lot of cases. And out comes the rush, and away it goes as that nade blows it out of the water. Adam just trying to get something to work, but to no avail. Bunny just completely taking control of this, and will get the first point. I'm expecting the roaster to come back. Yeah, there it is. Double roasty. Now Adam going in with the double roasters again, looking to try to get that charge fire knockdown and just redo what he was able to do in the previous match. Those two roasters definitely can get some good punishes, but with a weakened shield, you can only take so many charged hits before that thing breaks and leaves yourself open to some delicious punishes for Bunny Champ. Bunny's starting to feel the pressure, starting to feel the fear as Adam's starting to close in and burning through that health pool. Out comes the rush, but that's going to be a safe block. No shield break from this. But a solid, successful punish attempt for Adam. Allows himself to secure a lead. Continue to hold this control. Rush roaster, though, allows Bunny to get just a little bit more damage. Bring things back under their wheel. Now Adam in critical health, looking to try to turn things around again, but without any health to work with. If Bunny Champ gets one more connection, one shield break, one pretty much anything, this will be their set. And Adam has that weakened shield. Rush is just moments away, and Adam, unable to reply, will have that reverse 3-0 swept away. And it's all that Guardian's fault. That pesky meddling Guardian. And with that, Adam will settle down in the third place. Let's see, how many people were there? 6? Not too many points, but I'm pretty sure that'll just leave Adam probably pretty comfortable in top 8. And with that, Bunny Champ will be moving on to Grand Finals to get a rematch with Astro and another shot at potentially being the player to take him down in bracket. Question is, will he? Only one way to find out as we move in to the Grand Finals. Just waiting for the Astro to jump into the lobby. Where is Mech? I don't see her. Oh, yes. There was no Mech. It was illusion. Griff, are you gonna come to my local? You should come to the Scrapstar Showdown. Play some Shovel Knight and arms. You can get a collectible arms pin if you enter. An official arms pin! Or I think they're called badges, more specifically. Do you want an official arms badge? You should enter the Scrapstar Showdown. Fun will be had. I will bring pizza. Probably not. I mean, there's pizza there. I'll buy you pizza. Or not. I don't know. It's up to you. But you should go. It would be cool. I like hanging out with Griff. Griff is cool. Just reminding everybody who sees this, who hears, Griff is really cool. Shout out to Griff. When? Here, let me drop the link just so you could see the stuff. And then you have a reference for whenever, when or if ever you ever want to look at it. Or, if you want to, tell your friends! Ha-ha! There's the link. It's the 21st of March. Especially since last time we said we should hang out more. We should hang out more, and hopefully you could join more events. And then events stopped happening. So it's been like half a year. It's due time we have another hangout. You ran out of brines. Is K. Sometimes the brain becomes smooth. Not all brains can stay wrinkly. They will become... Eventually, all brains become smooth. And we achieve true brain yacht. Bunny Champ going to be going into the winners grand finals, starting out with Toaster and Slapamander equipped. Springman looking to spring into action. Bunny Champ going to be going in with the Roaster, Nade, Dr. Coil, just keeping with that simple, straightforward loadout that he has utilized for quite some time now, and has had some pretty solid success with. Bunny Champ just looking for a couple of steady arms, a couple of good catchers, hoping to be able to utilize that pressure to be able to catch out this Coil. But so far, the Coil is catching him, as Astro getting some strong pressure, quickly chipping away at Bunny's health, and just holding on to a comfortable lead. Another Nade connection. Bunny Champ now just above KO range. Out comes the rush, but at that range, it's going to be a safe charged Toaster. That's going to allow Bunny to continue on with the fight, taking enough chip damage to now stay in that enraged state. But still, that might not be enough, as they still have to go through 75% of Astro's health, and not enough health to take a single one. When does curling season end? Sometime in spring? Let's see, so it's March for that one. So the next one would probably be sometime in May. Would you be more open around then? Starting off this round, Astro immediately just going back in with the oppression, sees another solid moment, lands a 325 damage rush, and just continuing to build this impressive lead, and just looking to hold it ever more so farther. Astro now just looking for a final hit to get that KO. Almost got a runaway with the perfect, but Bunny Champ able to start getting some turnaround, but not enough to be able to secure the set, secure the round, and that's going to be Astro claiming that first point. I'm not sure what next Scrapstar Showdown will have, Griff. It'll definitely have arms. Oh! If you're interested in something else too, I'm going to be talking with Bread. I'm going to make efforts to have arms show up at salt mines again. Which means that arms would be... Griff, there would be an arms major in our area. We've got enough people. Like, considering arms is a big, like... Arms is like... With a chance of flurries, I was able to build up a solid pool of people who are generally interested. And a lot of those people show up at Salt events. Like how many people do we have in there? 11 plus 3, 4, 5, 6. So 11, 14. Where are we going? I'm completely distracted. Let's go to Buster. Alright. So just off of the people alone, that's 5, 16. Minus a solid chunk of those people. Like, minus that one, minus that one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 8 of those people. So at the very least, there's a high chance we would have an 8-player arms bracket. And I could and that's not including people who might just be random entrants. It would be so sick. And then arms will also be we'll have one of the biggest events to happen in North America without any of the arms community participating beyond me and Griff. That would be the coolest. Because no Americans want to come to Canada. Bunch of buttheads. Ooh, a nice dodge from Bunny Champ. Gonna be able to keep himself in this round. Still fighting, still has a lot of work to go. But that opportunity definitely granting some ground, some room to be able to start swinging things around. But with only 25 seconds left on the clock, that is a difficult hill to climb. Actually, a rush exchange in their favor would set this round in their favor. They've just got to be able to make the conversion, land that approach. And Astro just desperately looking to try to set something up, is going to be able to outrush Bunny. Gets 110 damage, but that is not enough. And Astro going to safely dodge aside. Griff, imagine a 16-man arms bracket. 16 people playing arms. If it's like even mildly successful, I'm pretty sure I could convince Brett to make it a regular thing. Which, as long as I'm putting all the work into it, yeah, could definitely happen. Because that's one of the reasons why Brett hasn't done it for so long, is just because it's like, he's already working on 1,000 things, also running an arms bracket, and not having to guarantee somebody else do it for him. It's not easy, it's no good. But if I'm there, and I'm running the arms bracket, then it's all the cool. And Griff, imagine if I convinced Para to come enter. We would have the ultimate game. We would have the best matches. Griff, Para, Malik. Oh, some nice pressure there from Bunny Champ. Able to take out a light chunk from Astro, but has to dodge this rush and is going to be able to successfully catch it. 270 damage, 20 seconds left on the clock. Bunny just needs 2 conversions in their favor to be able to turn the tides. You can see Astro desperately just trying to outbox, outplay. That's 1! 8 seconds left on the clock. Bunny just needs 1 more charged hit, 1 more grab, and that would be enough. Oh, but the grab is going to get caught by the nades, and Astro secures a second point for themselves. Astro looking for just that one final win to be able to close out the 54th NA Scrapstar. I don't really know what to say after that, but we're going to go back to Blister. Bunny Champ thinks that he's got something there. Definitely a good place to do some experimentation, testing out the matchup, and see what they can find. Oh, Frozen Fur was streaming. I love that. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. There. Alright, let's head into what might be the final match of the 54th NA Scrapstar. Bunny Champ going in with Toaster Tri-Blast this time, and we are seeing some much better results already, as getting that high ground is allowing the Tri-Blast to just cover out Astro's options that much more efficiently. Both players holding about even ground on health. Out comes the rush. Bunny tries to dodge out of the way, but the coil drift, that huge swing, allows Astro to be able to hone in on his target. He gets to 140 damage. Bunny's starting to lose a little bit more tempo, a little more ground. Has that rush ready. If they can connect that, especially off of like a charged hit, that can really lead into some good tempo. The grab going to definitely help out. Out comes the rush. Bunny Champ throwing that uncharged toaster is going to be to their folly. And the nade connection allows Astro to take 1 more point. And is just looking for that final win to be able to close out the Scrapstar series. Out comes the rush. Bunny gonna be able to safely dodge out of the way. Takes a couple of chip hits in the process, but still managing to come out relatively fine. And now looking to try to start going in for the chase, find that sweet point to go for the punish and set things in their advantage. Astro just continuing to deepen this lead, quickly grinding up another wave of rush. And if they're able to get it charged up and fully connect, that will be it for Bunny, as that's going to be more than enough damage to take them out here. And you can see Astro just patiently waiting things out, looking for that perfect moment. Oh, but Bunny going to be able to safely wall it out with their own rush and gets a grab punish off of that little dance. giving themselves a little bit more room, a little bit more space to be able to bring things back. Nice Dendy grab attempt, but it's not going to be able to connect a second one as both trading these exchanges. Astro able to find a final hit during that though, and will be closing things out with the tournament results being 3-0 for Astro. And with that, we are officially done with the 54th NA Scrapstar. Astro taking once more a clean sweep through the brackets, undeterred, unstopped by all rivals.